guys, welcome to my channel Sex Talk with Kisa, where we will be discussing all things sex and yum. The aim of the channel, like I've said, is to normalize the topic of sex, to make it easy, breezy, light, so that it's easier to speak to our partners about things we want to try or things we've learned or read about or watched. I mean, there's so many movies now, really sensual movies that actually help us broaden our mind with regards to sex, our bodies, and what we can experience. Documentaries, very really in-depth documentaries that are available now. You can Google, you can YouTube, and there's so much available in terms of, if you want or you're interested anyway, to learn about your body and to take things a bit further. So having said that, it's worth taking the time to learn your body. You have to learn your body in order for you to be able to then bring your partner in and then share those things. I think in terms of, our physical being and our physical bodies, I mean, men, to me, are like pretty much straightforward. They know what they like, they know what works, what doesn't work. It's very easy, it seems to me, for men. Whereas the makeup of our bodies and the complex way in which we're made, our vaginas on the outside look one thing, but on the inside there's so much happening. It's so complex. And our breasts, our boobs, actually everything, there is so much nerve endings, there's so much going on that it takes time. If I can say unfortunately or fortunately, it's going to take time and patience and actually just being aware and being open with yourself first and foremost. Before you can be open with your partner, you're going to have to open your mind and be open with yourself, be comfortable with yourself in order to be able to touch and feel yourself and see what feels good. There's no other way to know. If you're in a relationship where you're open with your partner and you can, if you're starting out, no matter at which stage you are at in your relationship, whether it's new, whether it's you've been together for many years, it doesn't matter. If you're with someone and you're really comfortable and free and you decide that, okay, you want to try and, start to explore stuff, it's even better, because then you can say, if you're with the right person, that, can you touch me here? Can you lick me like this? Because you're trying, right? You're trying, like, lick me here, touch me here, squeeze me, bite me. It's trial and error, for lack of a better word, trial and error. And trial and error as in you're just trying to see what works and what feels good. So, having said that, I'm not a sex practitioner yet. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an expert in any way. The topics we chat about on the channel are just, personal interest, obviously chatting with friends, family, and now at this stage of the channel, obviously getting a lot of feedback from people and inboxes. So thank you to everyone that sent messages in my inbox and just feedback, and it's been overwhelming. So I am grateful to everyone. I'm happy that you're enjoying the channel. I've got some good feedback. People enjoy it. To everyone that calls in, thank you for the calls. I'm quite limited in terms of time on the channel, what I can share with you. So in the comment section, I'll put a number and email address where you can phone or email to book your one-on-one session, whether it's alone, whether it's with your partner. It's actually very nice if you do it with your partner. Watch the videos with your partner. Bring your partner in, share together. And if you do a call together, because you'll be amazed. Sometimes you think something is the way you feel or you think, and then it's different with your partner. And sometimes when there's someone just looking in from the outside, it's easy to kind of see what's going on and help. So consider that. But thank you anyway for joining us, and to all the newbies and the newcomers. So thank you guys so much for joining us. So if you like us, please give us a thumbs up, please subscribe, please share the channel, the content with anyone and everyone you think will, like it and learn something from it. Hit the little bell button next to the subscribe button so that when I upload new videos, you get to see them first. So after having covered a wide range of videos, libido, sexuality, and things to do for your low sexual drive, knowing your body, blowjobs, licking, kissing, touching, everything slippery and slimy and everything juicy and yummy. Now we are going to cover 6 positions. And I think the most basic place to start would be the missionary position. On my Facebook page, I posted a photo of the missionary style, right? So basically, missionary is, for someone who may not know, so for that purpose, I'll just go through it. Missionary is basically, you lay on your back and your partner lays on you, and, you have your sex that way. So I've heard it said so much that it's the most boring position. I've heard men speak about it being boring and women just lay there like planks and like, after years or after a long time of being together, it's just monotonous, it's just repetitive, and it's just, she just lays there. So I beg to disagree, and this is why. So being the basic sex position, I would even go as far as to call it the vanilla position of sex positions, because when we say vanilla ice cream, it's very neutral. You can add chocolate, strawberry, vanilla with banana or pineapple. You can add all the flavors to it. So it's very basic. It's like a carrier oil, it's like a carrier food. It's your basic and then you add to it. So think of missionary in that way. I think as couples, if we start to think of missionary in that way, it's like the basis of our sexual positions. It can be a very powerful position. Of course, you have to know what you're doing, and it goes for men and women too. You cannot just lie there like a plank, like I've heard it said, and just be there. So we're going to go through that and zhuzh up the missionary style, because it can be ever so yummy. It's actually one of the most intimate sexual positions there is. The most delicious, the most intimate, and it's so loving and sensual. And then today I'm going to teach you how to make it raunchy and how to make it soft and sensual, that your man will come. Yes, he will, and not after a long time. We want them to last, but if you do it right, it can be so delicious and so sensual. So we have said that it's like the vanilla ice cream type of sex position. I know it sounds bad, but it can be hot, it can be steamy. It brings a closeness that other styles don't bring. Okay, so because it brings a closeness, you're lying there, your man is on top of you, and so you have access to his lips, you have access to his neck, you have access to his nipples, he has access to your nipples. You just have access to each other. You have access to his back, his shoulders, the shoulders. And then you can scratch his back ever so sensually. Your legs can go and wrap around his back and hook your legs around and pull him in for a deeper thrust. And I will say this about missionary. Okay, I will say this, which is important. Ladies, I think flexibility, and I was talking to my love about, missionary and, flexibility, and there is something to be said for flexibility with this style, right? Because some men will like it that you are spread, like really, really spread. So your legs are way back here and it opens up your vagina canal, and then that depth is there, so he can just enter you and just press himself down and just be in you. And then the reverse of that is with your legs crossed over like that, so it causes kind of a tight fit. So the penis comes in, so your legs are almost like, and the penis is going through that slit, and as he's going in and out, your thighs, you're squeezing your thighs together, right? Your thighs are crossed over. So he's in there and you're squeezing your thighs. So as he goes in and out, you squeeze your thighs. So it almost creates like this friction. Look, it can cause him to come quicker. So, you have to just, a bit of that and let go. A little bit of that and let go. But I have heard more for the flexibility side of it than for the squeezing side of it. So if you're not flexible and you cannot open your legs really wide, that's a flexibility thing, and not all of us are flexible. But this is a quick side note for ladies. So you go on all fours, so hands and knees on all fours, and then if you can drop your chest to the floor, right? Your chest to the floor, hands down, and then you spread your knees apart and stay in that way for 10 minutes. So if you're not flexible, you probably may not be able to spread your knees too far apart, but by the end of 10 minutes, you will find that you've spread quite a lot. So it's a really good exercise, and that opens up your pelvic bones and you're able to stretch. So it's something to try. And obviously you have to go at your pace and what feels comfortable for you. So that's just that's a really quick and good exercise to create flexibility, by your pelvic area, because that's where you want your bones to be flexible so that you can open up. And if you can put your legs here by your head, like this back, or even if they're, half mast, just wide open. Unless your partner says he wants them closed, or you to squeeze. That's why I'm saying you have to be open with each other. That way it's easier to gauge and to feel. He has to feel like what feels nice, and you also have to feel what feels nice. Legs closed, less squinched, open wide, or a combination. So you have to try stuff, and then you'll be able to see what feels good. And if one way feels good for you and another way feels good for your partner, then you come meet each other halfway. So halfway you will spread eagle, and halfway you come in, and if it's like a squeeze, so do like a combination of all. It just it just expands the experience, okay, and makes you. And listen, this position exposes, like I said, your neck, your lips, and there is nothing more delicious than your neck being exposed, and as is in you, and that feeling of. Guys, when you're in the missionary position, your lady is spread eagle, you're on top, press your body like really into her. Your penis should be as far as it can go. Ladies, I'll even go as far as to say, push your butt up, prop yourself up on a pillow, put a pillow under you, right? If you've got flat pillows, you can do 2 pillows. But a nice, good, firm pillow, put a pillow under you that exposes your butt is lifted, and then he comes on top of you and he presses into you. He doesn't even have to gyrate in and out. He can just keep pressing in. You have to flex up and down, and then you have to also wind. So while he's pressing down, you winding under him down, you wind up, you wind down, and then you just do little like thrusts up and down while he presses really deep into you. Yes, the channel is about sex, so we gotta go there. So try that, guys. Press into her, and ladies, like, just, we're gonna call it twerking. Just twerk up and down and wind and wind and wind and wind up, wind down, and then just these little pushes up and down with your butt while he's just pressing into you. So the the important thing with this position is your boobs and your nipples. So your boobs, your breasts, your nipples, these are one of your most sensitive and really sexy and yummy, heightened sex erogenous zones. They have so many nerve endings that they are so sensitive. So if you have sensitive nipples, as in, guys, I have to say this, you can't treat the nipples like they're these little buttons that you just, you have to ease your way into, unless you're with someone who loves it, like straight away into that rough thing. If your lady is not that way inclined, and ladies, you also have to know that you're not that way inclined by knowing yourself, and just lubricate your fingers and then feel, touch your nipples, press them together slowly, just feel, so that you know what you like and what feels good, right? Now, guys, this area is, ladies, when you're lying down and he's pressing into you and he can, like, kiss your boob or swirl his tongue around your nipple. Guys, swirl your tongue around the nipple. You can cup the boob, swirl your tongue around the nipple, up and down. So the rough side of your tongue, the top side, and then up with the rough side, and then down with the underneath of your tongue, because that's so smooth and silky. So that motion up and down, it's the same for when you're down there and you're leaking. You know, you want to use the top part of your tongue and the underneath part of your tongue, because it's that rough side and that smooth silky side. So you want to do that. Same with the nipples, you know, swirl your tongue around. There's so many nerves there. It's so sensitive. And while you're in her, you've been kissing her neck, you've been biting her neck. Guys, do not bite like you're eating meat. It's like a nibble. So it's just a gentle bite, like a little tug, you let go, a little tug, you suck like you're going to give a love bite, you let go. Or by the shoulders, come down to the nipples, swirl your tongue around. Now, I am going to say this bit like it will be a wah, 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 coming down from, you know, that we got a bit hot and heavy. So if you're with someone who's had treatment, either breast cancer, or who's had some trauma happen in their life, either sexual abuse, or it can be anything that's just caused that area to be a no-go, or just very sensitive, or the lady is shy, your partner is shy about it or insecure about it, then you, as a, whether your wife has had or your partner has had surgery or has one boob for cancer treatment, it doesn't matter. Then you have to be very sensitive. And for guys, I can understand it's not the norm, but then you have to now train yourself and force yourself to be sensitive in that way, because these are the most erogenous zones on a woman's body, your boobs, your neck, you know. And if there's been trauma there, you wanna navigate it slowly and be gentle with it. And the more you're gentle and slow with it, the better she feels, more comfortable, and then, you know, you loosen up, because the more you make her comfortable, the more she'll be open up. You know, guys, for the people that complain about sex, if only you knew that it's all in you guys doing. Make a woman feel like a woman, and you'll be amazed at the love you'll get. It's simple. It is that simple. That's why there can never be boring sex. They can never be, sex, we've been together forever. I don't believe it. Look, I know that it happens. And that falls on both men and women. After a long time in a relationship, you take advantage of each other. You do. You know, it's like, I got him, I got her, what more? No. I know for a fact that that is rubbish. And this thing takes every day thinking about it and putting effort into it. Yes, every day. In the morning, I'm going to think like, how am I going to please him tonight? If he's traveled, and I'll be thinking about, when he gets back, what am I going to do? What am I going to wear? How am I going to smell? Ladies, smell good. Eat those fruits like I said before, so your coochie can, your vagina can taste good. So when he comes down on you, you know, you're not this musty, just bleh. Taste good, smell good, hair good, look delicious. My God, lie on the bed when he walks in, like just lie there and put a piece of fruit down there with nothing else on. Let him walk in and find you spread eagle with a piece of pineapple or a strawberry there or something. Put a dollop of cream and tell him, eat. Yes, guys, eat. Basically, be creative. So, having said that, I hope this helps in terms of the missionary style. It can be so yummy. Try it. Not the same way you've been doing it all these years and it's so boring. Try a different way. And please let me know how it's going. I hope this tip will help to the missionary style, because it can be so delicious. Oh, this style, one of my favorites, I must say. I will go through other sex positions, and ladies, try the stretch like I told you. All fours, knees apart, and stay that way. You can put your chest on the floor with your hands on the floor like that. do it. It's comfortable. If you need to put a pillow, you can. If you can't, do your chest on the floor and your hands. That's for big girls. Then just do all fours, but spread your knees and just stay in that position, and it will force you to go wider and wider and wider. Your man will love it. I promise. So thanks, guys. I'm having so much fun. Thanks for listening, and good night, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. Until the next exposition, guys, take care. Love you guys. Bye.